you. If you know the words, you can join in too. Put your hands together if you want to clap as we take you through this monkey rap. DK. Donkey Kong. He's the leader of the bunch. You know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail. His coconut gun can fire in spurts. If he shoots ya, it's gonna hurt. He's bigger, faster, and stronger too. He's the first member of the DK crew. DK. Donkey Kong. DK. Donkey Kong is here. This Kong's got style. So listen up, dudes. She can shrink in size to suit her mood. She's quick and nimble when she needs to be. She can float through the air and climb up trees. If you choose her, you'll not choose wrong. With a skip and a hop, she's one cool Kong. DK. Donkey Kong. He has no style, he has no grace. This Kong has a funny face. He can handstand when he needs to and stretch his arms out just for you. Inflate himself just like a balloon. This crazy Kong just digs this tune. DK. Donkey Kong. DK. Donkey Kong is here. He's back again, and about time too. And this time, he's in the mood. He can fly real high with his jetpack on, with his pistols out. He's one tough Kong. He'll make you smile when he plays his tune. But Kremlings beware, 'cause he's after you. DK. Donkey Kong. Finally, he's here for you. It's the last member of the DK crew. This Kong's so strong, it isn't funny. Can make a Kremling cry out for mummy. Can pick up a boulder with relative ease. Makes crushing rocks seem such a breeze. He may move slow, he can't jump high, but this Kong's one hell of a guy. Come on, Cranky, take it to the fridge. Walnuts, peanuts, pineapple smells. Grapes, melons, oranges, and coconut shells. Oh yeah, walnuts, peanuts, pineapple smells. Grapes, melons, oranges, and coconut shells. Okay. Now that it's done, I'm free. Donkey Kong 64 is a game. It's not just a DK rap. We're playing in widescreen because it's playable in widescreen as an official option, even though widescreen just stretches it. It doesn't add information, it just makes the pixels wider, but hey, it's one of the official presentation modes, and therefore it's the one we're using. Also, the game's like really loud, but apparently that would be why. Okay, that will be a more manageable volume for me. Now I've got to raise the volume I set in OBS because the game was super loud. There, this is honestly still a bit loud. Hey there, Califor! You know what, let's drop it down to 10 and then raise the volume in OBS, and then I can have a pleasant experience and you folks can still hear everything. Because game loud. Okay. Time for an adventure. I've erased all the files on this cartridge because it's not originally my cartridge. That said, it does still have some things unlocked. Because I can't unlock those, but whatever. All the cheats are off. What a nice island that has way less going on than it did in Donkey Kong Country. But of course, not everything can stay nice on this nice island. Hey there, guard. I'm doing fine. Hope you are too. Though not all is going to be well on DK Island. Wonder who decided K. Rool should breathe heavily as if...
Long time for this moment. Soon Donkey Kong and his pretty little island will be no more.
They made him breathe heavily as if he was Darth Vader.
No problem. Everything's fine. Look out!
For a moment I thought the game had frozen, which... Sometimes cutscene playback doesn't quite work right on Unleashed Overclock, which is what I'm playing this on.
Gods!
Forgot how long the intro to this game was.
I want you to do everything in your power to keep Donkey Kong distracted. Steal that hoard of golden bananas he treasures so much, and take care of his pathetic friends. This time there can be no mistakes.
Oh, Your Excellency, we've already taken care of business.
I hope for your sake you're right this time.
No.
While you'll be busy looking for your precious golden bananas and flea-bitten friends, I'll be preparing my lizard-flavored surprise.
Squawk, DK, come quickly, they're all gone, work. I like how these bananas make you slip. And there's nothing to be found in here if memory serves. So let us leave DK's house. Squawk, your precious banana hoard and all the other Kongs have vanished. I can't find them anywhere. DK, you'd better go and tell Cranky the bad news. Bark! They really should give me a button prompt to dismiss his text. Anyway, this game here is one that I would have played for this channel, oh, about a decade ago. If not for the fact that the Wii U version is not played with an N64 controller. Or even a remotely N64-like button layout.
Well, if it isn't my lazy, good-for-nothing son. Lost your golden bananas again? And where might your flea-bitten friends be? You don't know, do you? I'd have thought you would be able to smell the work of a reptile by now. Luckily for you, old Cranky's batch of homemade potions will give you all the skills you need for your silly 3D quest. But you're not having any until you've completed my training barrels. Now buzz off and come back when you've done them all.
But yeah, DK64. Oh. What did Cranky mean about training? Donkey all confused. In this game, we learned that Donkey Kong refers to himself in the third person. But only as Donkey, not as Donkey Kong. But yeah, this is one of those N64 games that was 100% designed around the N64 controller. Oh wow, we can press A to leap, and R to face the other way, and Z to drop from a vine. Okay, time to go get a coin. I hope you like this music. I do. Because if you don't like this music, well, we're gonna be hearing it a lot over the course of this game. And I hope you also like that. Well done! And yeah, Guard, there is a lot of silliness in this game, and it is great. There's a lot to like about DK64. It's definitely got problems. But it's still a fun game. And a classic. There are a few challenges that I am going to end up turning off overclocking on the Analogue 3D for. And the reason for that is because this game is one of those ones where the game engine assumes it's going to lag, and therefore the speeds of some things are set based on the current frame rate, which makes a couple gold bananas very much harder to get when running it overclocked, which, by the way, the Wii U version also ran at a higher frame rate than the N64, so yeah, just the N64 version of this game is arguably the best version to play on that isn't, yeah, just told us to go get a potion from Cranky. I really wish they gave me a prompt to dismiss their text boxes. But yeah, arguably the best version to play on that isn't, like, the DK64 randomizer. And even then, I don't want to play this randomized, I want to play this the way it was made.
You took your time, donkey. Jungle Rust set in, did it? Oh. Oh boy, we've learned Buttasbashium. Right, you and your missing buddies will be able to slam the ground by pressing A to jump and then Z whilst in the air. It should get you out of this area. Oh, one more thing. I've got a real treat for you, but only if you bring me 15 banana medals. I think they look like this. I'll see you later if you're lucky. And we get banana medals by getting, I believe, 75 bananas as a single character in any of the stages. And what's this way? The banana horde? Oh, the banana horde's that way. And what's this way? Also, this is one of them N64 games where the camera controls make assumptions. And we can't do anything about dirt patches yet. And if we want to move fast as Donkey, this is the fastest means of locomotion. Yeah, there's a lot of N64 games where the camera controls are inverted, like left C makes camera move left. Which, you know, it makes sense if you think about it as you're controlling the camera and not what the camera is looking at. He's back, DK. King K. Rool's island is just over there. He must be the one who stole your bananas and kidnapped the other Kongs. I've taken a quick look around, but the only area that hasn't been blocked off is that island with a cave on it over there. Wark. These lines in these text boxes are so short and they appear so slow, and yet the text boxes themselves go away so fast. Find a similar numbered pad in the same area and press Z to banana port between the two. Outlander, this is not 100% run, it's 101% run. Get your facts straight. And 100% it's brutal at times. The beetle races. The beetle races. Even cutscene DK knows that rolling is the fastest means of locomotion. Hi, my name's K. Lumsy, and I've been locked in here because I wouldn't smash up some little island. How could I? Such a lovely little island full of cute monkeys. So I said no. K. Rool says I'm too soft to be a Kremling, and I'm to stay in here until I've toughened up. I'll do anything to be free again. Hey, little monkey, perhaps you could help poor old K. Lumsy escape? Oh, go on, I'll be your bestest friend. Yes, Donkey will help K. Lumsy. I hope you're ready to hear that 200 more times. Oh, K. Lumsy's so happy now, but K. Rool has taken the keys to this cage and given them to the biggest and most feared soldiers in his army. If you manage to get hold of any keys, please bring them back here to open my locks. Don't tell K. Rool, though. This has to be our little secret. I should have just banana ported back.
Whatever. I still want a mod for Sunbreak that makes Garangol make the DK, yeah, whenever he jumps.
Over here, you dumb ape. I'm the mighty bee locker, and don't think for 1 minute you're coming in here without showing me some of your stupid golden bananas. If I disobey that fat old fool K. Rool, it's the big sawmill in the sky for me. So pay up pronto, and I can get my wooden butt out of here.
Rude. I'm sorry, I lost how much health during that scene? Apparently I got hit twice while B-Locker was talking. Let's see what Wrinkly Kong has to say other than being dead.
Don't be afraid, young ones. It's only me, Wrinkly Kong. My body may have passed away since Donkey Kong Country 3, but I'm here in spirit to help you defeat those naughty crocodiles. I can use my supernatural powers to reveal to you and your friends where that rogue K. Rool has hidden some of your precious golden bananas. You can come and see me wherever you see my face. Don't be shy now, dearies.
Yeah, Outlander, I was almost certainly further forward than normal because I rolled into the scene, but also I didn't expect to still be able to take damage during it.
Come on, I haven't got all day. Show me the bananas and I'm out of this dump.
I believe you mean show you the banana singular, and there you go.
Let's see how that fool Donkey Kong is progressing, shall we?
That's right, my scaly friend. The ape hasn't even got his first banana yet. Yes, I have.
What? How did he do that?
Very good, donkey, but you'll need more than brute strength to stop me this time.
DK, gather as many bananas as you can before going through one of these portals. Collect 75 or more bananas, DK, and you'll earn a banana medal.
Wow, they didn't even let us see what the banana medal looked like. Also, I cannot be alone in thinking that the music playing right now is one of the best tracks in all of gaming. Like, I know that it's a track that we heard in Donkey Kong Country, and it's not new to this game or anything. But there's a reason that it keeps getting reused in DK games. It is so good.
Hey, DK, help! K. Rool's minions have hidden 25 golden bananas around this area, but you'll only be able to find 5 of them without the help of the other Kongs. What?
So we've already seen our first banana balloon. Camera, please. I wonder. I've never tried this before, but... Okay, there's a very well-known bug in this game where if you move forward as you exit first-person mode underwater, you can just go through any wall underwater. I don't know the timing. Hey, been a long time, donkey dude. K. Rool's return is a real bummer. So the main monkey is here to fix you up with some reptile-kicking hardware. Check this out. I've got this real cool shooter that'll trash K. Rool's army. And it's yours for just 3 coins. Are we talking a deal here? Looking good, donkey. Let me give you the lowdown. To fetch out or put away your shooter, press and hold Z, then press left C, press B to fire. You can also press up C to use the aiming sight mode. And if you're firing blanks, I'm the monkey to C for ammo refills. Zero doing right now, donkey dude. Afraid I gotta work on my next big thing.
Press Z to transport yourself to K. Rool's battle arena. Beat his goons to win a crown.
Yeah, Outlander, 100%. The game would be a lot more convenient if we could just collect anything that we could find. And if it was just abilities that locked the different stuff. I'm letting these beavers hit me. Not because I don't know how to fight them or anything, but rather because this game, there's hardly any reason to learn... Wow, I lost it literally the last second there. There's hardly any reason to learn this. Or to use it, because clearly the hit detection is very much not in your favor. But this is like other DK games, and you can in fact bounce on enemies' heads to defeat them. Provided the game decides that you were in fact on their heads, which it did on the first round of beavers I defeated. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, it's clearly not a technique that I will be using to defeat things very often, because the game does not seem to believe that it's a real thing that should happen, with how infrequently it actually lets the head bounce defeat a beaver. And Outlander, I 100% agree, tag anywhere is a little too much.
You might need Funky's help to get me out of here.
So, why did... Oh, he made them appear because he's got 3 switches that need hitting. Got it. But yeah, tag anywhere is a little too much for being able to just swap characters whenever, when the different locations were designed around having specific characters. And yeah, it's just... it's too much. It ruins the game's design. You can argue that it's not good design, so it's not losing anything important. But that's an argument. It's not just straight up facts. But you can also argue that it's part of the game's design to need to go to the different places as the different Kongs and thus get your bananas and stuff. But I do think that if a collectible is somewhere that a Kong can reach, then that Kong should be able to collect it. Instead of, like, say, Donkey going through some purple bananas and just not able to do anything about them. And we can't do anything about a DK pad yet. I really wish it was possible to leave first-person mode and put my gun away at the same time. All the trees up above had bananas on them. Why do the trees down here not have bananas on them? That bee just flew through a tree. Yippee! Way to go, DK! Now that I'm free, I can help you by collecting red bananas. I'll just go and wait in the tag barrel until you need me. And already we find red bananas. Not quite where I was hoping to go. Still a lot of closed off gates. But I do need to grab this banana. Also, I guess we're not gonna hear "oh, banana" 200 times. Because it didn't play for this one. Did I? No, I did open this up. I could have just used this. So, it is my style to try to get as much as I can with one Kong before I swap. And so, that is what I'm going to continue doing. And while I believe I can go turn in this blueprint for a golden banana right now, I also think it's kind of funny to wait until I've got all of them to turn them in. Then again, that would deny us the pleasure of seeing how Snide's contraption changes in every world. So the bananas continue that way. There is a coin this way. Game. There's Diddy bananas this way, and... Okay, so this just takes us around over here. So I guess let's go back and follow the bananas, but first... Really just a little spot with 3 orange grenades. This is still closed. Okay, that's for Ramby. We don't have Ramby just yet. Got another Crusher for Lanky, as well as some slopes for Lanky. And there's Cranky, as well as our banana medal.
I've perfected another of my potions, Donkey, and it's yours for just 3 coins. You won't get much farther without it, so I suggest you pay up.
Ah yes, Barrelum Perilous.
You can now play the Barrel Blast courses. Find my pad with your ugly mug on it and press Z to launch yourself on your way. When you are in a barrel, press Z to fire yourself out. Now, I'm not letting you have another potion yet. Come and see me on the next level.
I really have to wonder why they gave the potions scientific names. Those are typically reserved for, you know, animals or plants or other living things. Are they suggesting that these potions are alive? Return to being DK. Press and hold Z and then press left C. Press and hold Z and then press B to charge attack. The Ramby music in this game is also really fun. Ramby cannot collect DK bananas. No Rambys beyond this point. Alright, so this is just a room for being able to access the boss. We got a banana fairy in here, but I don't have no banana camera yet. Oh man, I just remembered something that I wanted to do with the titles for these streams, and I totally forgot about it. It is too late now. See, when I first got my Analogue 3D and recollected this game, my initial plan was to title the first stream, "Oh, Banana." And then title the second stream, "Oh, Banana." And just add another O for every single stream. So there's supposed to be one more gold banana that DK can reach without his friends. Is it the one from Snide? Greetings. Snide's the name. Revenge is my game. Did you know K-Rool's been working on his Blast-O-Matic machine and intends to destroy your island? I was the chief technician on the project. But that double-crossing lizard kicked me off his team because he didn't trust me. I'll try to help you stop K-Rool's machine, but you'll need to find me some of my original blueprints. I believe they were given to some of the King's toughest cronies, so be careful. For every blueprint you return, I'll give you one of those golden bananas K-Rool stole from your horde. No blueprint, no banana. You never know. They might just buy you some valuable time. That's the deal, Kong. Ah, splendid, Kong. I see you have my first blueprint. Here's one golden banana in return. Okay, so button gets pressed, wheel turns, spins a fan, moves the ship, which pokes a button, and creates golden banana. There are spider webs in here. How long have you been set up here, Snide? Anyway, that's everything Donkey can do here. Hello, Diddy. There are 5 golden bananas for you to find in here, too. Quark! Right, we need to visit Funky, but not until we get some coins, which... Hey, look, there's some coins right there. No coins up there. I know there are some in the water, too. Guess who forgot fall damage was a thing in this game. Here's why I remember that swimming underwater is actually the fastest form of movement we have access to in this game. Much faster than swimming on the surface, that's for sure. That bee was directly in my ear. Yeah, Outlander, I cannot find any faults with that statement, that the answer for why something is the way it is in this game is because funny. Check this out. I've got this real cool shooter that'll... That's the same thing you said for DK. Looking good, Diddy. Okay, the lowdown is... It's the same... It's the same controls as for DK. It's the same text as for DK. The only thing that changed was the name. You just changed Donkey to Diddy. That's the only thing that changed in that entire exchange. Also possibly the color of the coins, he said. Because after all, everyone knows that you speak in images sometimes in DK/Mario Universe games. Which technically are the same universe. Even though sometimes it really feels like they're separate. Dang it, Diddy. Okay. Let's go use this pad. I know I still need to use the peanut pop guns on the hill, which in Mumbo's Mountain would be a termite mound. But I don't remember if we already spotted Diddies. What are these, crushes? I think they're called crushes. They might be something else. Either way, Diddy's one of these guys. I don't recall if we found the red one yet. If we did, it wasn't in this cave. We'll go in there later. Where balloon? I know it's easier to hit this if you do first-person mode, but I don't like doing first-person to aim at something that's directly in front of me. I wonder if I'll need Cranky's help in here. I guess we'll need Cranky's help in here. And yet, there are some things that we don't need Cranky's help for. Perhaps most notably, that coin over there. Which we need in order to secure Cranky's help. And are there other coins we could have gotten? Probably. Did I get those other coins? Nope. Oh, we are on a timer for this. Okay. Looks like it wants us to come from over here. Camera, please behave. Camera, camera. There we go. Good enough. So I should have come in here before going up to the top. Wow, they put the trigger on the way in and on the way out to trigger that text bubble. So I'm probably going to have to go back in there. Oh. Suddenly warp pad. But I don't have anywhere it connects to. Alright, well, we need to go visit Cranky. Might as well take the fast way. Ah, Hertus Cranium.
You've now got a powerful shoulder barge. Just press and hold Z, then press B. It's too good for you, Diddy.
So, our Skull Bash thing has been called a shoulder barge? Oh, we've got a timer for that. Thankfully, it's a generous timer. Right. Diddy does not use Z and B to just go fast. Wait, where was it? It wasn't that one. It was the one by Funky. There we go. Okay. Still plenty of time left. And yeah, Outlander, that is in fact a move that has had 3 different names across 2 text boxes. Looks like nothing up here. Isn't this like the boss arena, pretty much? Right down to the rain? Still can't do anything about the banana fairy. That's for Lanky. I remember when I was a kid playing this game, I always liked when I was playing as Diddy. I would do this, and then I would jump during the brief window where no part of him is touching the ground because I thought it was silly. And we have in fact found Diddy's one of these guys. Okay, that's mildly rude. We've got a peanut pop gun switch. And yet it's at the top of a hill that Diddy cannot climb. And yeah, you have to use Lanky to climb hills like those. So yeah, Diddy opened a door for Lanky and not for himself, I suppose. Even though it's gonna be a while before we even get Lanky. Where else? Right, we need to go back to the top to... Now that we've got our Chimpy charge, we no longer need Cranky's help in that indoor area. Okay, so that's not it. Oh, did I just completely miss the fact that there's another passage here? Yeah, I probably did. Okay. This one I'm pretty sure we can get rid of with a Chimpy charge. Did that guy just... He did hit himself with a punch, but he did not defeat himself with one. Okay, we can use Chimpy Charge to set this to low. Which makes the conveyors navigable. There does not appear to be a timer for it. But I'll still make my way up the conveyors as quickly as possible. Just... Oop. They did not put that one quite against the wall. And there is, in fact, a timer. A timer that I barely missed. Rude. missed a coin in here. Shame I can't collect these crystal coconuts yet. Oh, it's time for our first minecart.
Squawk, listen up, Diddy. Collect 50 coins on this pleasant, scenic ride to win a golden banana. Use the analog stick to speed up, slow down, and lean left or right. Press A to jump. Watch out for the other carts. And the chasing TNT barrel. See you at the other end. Squawk! Buddy, can you stop?
Yes, truly a pleasant scenic ride. Okay, I do not know how to successfully avoid those guys. It's not jumping. I tried slowing down and it didn't work. I tried speeding up and it didn't work. I clearly need to remember a lot about how to dodge obstacles in these minecart games. Something tells me, like, I feel like we're almost at the end here, and I am nowhere near the amount of coins I need. No, I shouldn't have changed. I need 2 more coins. I needed 2 more coins if I avoided one thing. If I avoided one thing or didn't switch the tracks that one extra time, then I would have been fine. Okay, so going full speed, we get hit by the TNT guys. Going fast and then slow. Okay, that worked. You gotta go fast to convince them to drop and then slow down. I have learned. And honestly, I'm pretty sure they expect you to fail your first attempt at basically every single one of these. It's largely a memorization thing. Like, it's about reaction speed the first time around, I guess. And then after the first time, It's about using your memory to do things right. Anyway, I don't think I can fail this, but yep. Ah, that's why there's a minecart there. So Diddy's got 2 more golden bananas to find, but I don't know that he is capable of getting them himself. Without assistance from Kongs we do not have. He's also missing, what, 10 regular bananas? 15 regular bananas. Those we might still be able to find somewhere. Not up here. You know, we haven't checked the entryway as Diddy. Right, there was a peanut pop gun thing here. Yeah. That's one more golden banana. There remains one golden banana to find as Diddy, as well as 5 regular bananas. I believe we have found our 5 regular bananas. Though the golden banana we still have to find. I got no idea where it's gonna be. That's not a Diddy golden banana. I mean, I would guess it would be past the entrance that we opened with Diddy over there, but Diddy can't get up to that. And we can't open up this path with the Kongs we have available to us. Tiny to open this. Ah, that's where the other 5 is. So yeah, can't get through there until we... Right, I know where Diddy's golden banana is. It's the blueprint. I have to turn it in. Which means we have technically already found everything that adds to our percentage that we can get right now in this stage. So we'll go turn in this blueprint, and then we'll go fight the boss. I don't believe it matters who we are as we go to the boss portal. I'm just gonna be Donkey because this boss has fought as Donkey.
Howdy, Donkey. We can help you progress through your quest. There's just one problem. I want to reach the key above my head to open this door for you. But I've eaten far too much. I reckon that if you can feed my buddy Scoff over there, he might be able to overcome my slight weight problem. So if you've got any tasty bananas, go stand on our pad and let's see what we can do. So one thing I'd like to say, it's not a key that you're trying to reach above your head, it is a lock. Those are different things. One goes into the other. Oh, I guess the key is in the lock. I see. Wow, that's really insecure. Alright, see you later, Trough and Scoff. Hey, yeah, they straight up did just... Okay, nice. It's not quite exactly the same. It's very similar to the area that Cranky's hut is in, but it's not the exact same. Yourself. Oh, look at that. I was not quite fast enough. Guess I gotta stick closer to the TNT. So 3 hits, surely we've won. And surely we will never see that creature again. Squawk! Nice going, DK. That looks like one of the keys to K. Lumsey's cage. Walk!
Alrighty. Now that that's done, we need to get on out of this level because there is nothing else we can do in it. All right, Mr. Lumsy, I brought you a key. The real question: how does he cause earthquakes on DK Island when he is in a boat on the sea, not connected to any landmass? Like, that's not touching any ground anywhere. How does him celebrating cause earthquakes? I believe this is not the way we go. Yeah, that's too high. We ain't got no pineapple gun yet. Yes, Outlander, we actually do, in fact, go up there, just from the other side. Still nothing I can do here until I learn the little charged ground slap. Well, would you look at that, Outlander? It's time for Angry Aztec, almost. First, it is time for Banan. Except not first. It's only time for Banan later. I don't like how in the tag barrel, the direction you press on the analog stick is the direction you send the Kong, and not the direction you move your selector. I want pressing left to take me to the Kong on the left. Not to take the Kong that I am on to the left. That meddlesome monkey should be burnt to a crisp by now. Where's that armadillo?
I'm sorry, Master. He was too quick for me. But I'll get him next time.
Imbecile. I don't like failure. Do you know what happens to failures? Apparently what happens to failures is I've waited too long for this. I won't let those flea-bitten monkeys ruin my plans this time. Apparently what happens to failures is they get looked at and, you go, at them. Well, can't do anything there yet. I mean, I can, just only at the cost of lots of health. Yeah, Outlander, my general thing that I did with games as a kid, instead of, if I want to replay a specific level, I'd restart the file. No. I would play through the whole game.
Listen to me, the key to my freedom lies in the clouds.
I'd play through the whole game. Try and get 100%. And then I would often end up wanting to do it again and then do it again. Okay, I need to get used to these ropes again. Hey, look, I am bad at ropes. I am so bad at ropes! Yeah, like DK64, since it has 3 files. I finished all 3 101%. Then I would delete one and finish it again 101%. I did that at least 5 times, and then assumed I would never want to play this game again. Well, hello, Donkey. You just take it easy and let Candy tell you how she's gonna make you feel real good. Why, for just a few little old coins, you can have my musical instruments and extra melons, too. Come on now, Donkey. For just 3 coins, I'll show you my musical instrument. And throw in an extra melon for free. Let's give it a try, shall we? Stand a little closer, Donkey, and I'll show you how to use your instrument. Press and hold Z, then press up C. Its sound wave blast will deafen most Kremlings, but will also reduce the instrument's energy. Top up its energy by finding some headphones. You won't lose any energy if it is played when you are standing on a music pad, and all sorts of amazing things are likely to happen, too. You've all got another melon, too. It'll hopefully make things a little easier. You have all the latest stuff from me. Come see me later, okay? I can't help but notice that they squeezed a good few innuendos into her, dialogue there. Like, come a little closer and I'll show you how to use your instrument. She said she was gonna let it, or said we should let her show us how to feel good. Yeah, they 100% knew what they were doing there. Also, Candy Kong being the one who gives us melons is also not an accident. Again, they knew what they were doing. I guess Donkey's the only one who doesn't get to go into this particular temple. But Donkey does have bananas available. And yeah, Outlander, it is remarkable how frequently the second level in a game is desert-themed. Thankfully, Rareware already got around that with the Banjo-Kazooie series. Gobi's Valley was not the second level. Though the second level did still have sand, Treasure Trove Cove. But thankfully, sand does not a desert make. Ah, this is for Diddy. Wow, they really just don't want Donkey doing much at the start of this level. I feel like the sand is a little bit stricter about when it deals damage than it needs to be. There we go. Forgot what C button to press. Oh, hi, Tiny. Sorry, guys. I'm afraid they got me, too. You really do have to wonder why they went with Tiny instead of just using the existing Dixie. They just went and invented a whole sister for Dixie. Hey Diddy, it would help if you actually climbed up instead of dropping without any input from me. Okay, so now that we're up here and we got ammo, they want us to use the ammo? They do want us to use the ammo. The weirdest part about Tiny versus Dixie Kong is easily the fact that in Dixie's future appearances in the franchise, she looks the exact same as she did in her previous appearances. But in Tiny's future appearances, they grew her up to the point where she looks like a kid in this game and a teen in later games. Even though she is the same character, and she is still Dixie's little sister. So Tiny went through a growth spurt, while Dixie remains just as she was. Oh boy, I bet I have to spell Kong. On the subject of spelling Kong, I might have to do the Donkey Kong Country Returns HD remaster at some point, considering it just got a Switch 2 upgrade that actually makes the HD remaster finally the best version of the game.
Nice work, Diddy. Right then, I'll grab all the purple bananas I see. I'm off to the tag barrel, ready to kick reptile butt.
Because yeah, when the HD version of Donkey Kong Country Returns first came out, it wasn't great. It was missing a lot of visual effects that the Wii version had. And like, it had resolution going for it, and it had the DS, or the 3DS's exclusive levels and stuff. But it, if memory serves, it also was like 30 FPS instead of 60. And its load times were absurdly long. And so it was quite easily arguable that the Wii version remained the best version of the game. But now, with the Switch 2 update, I believe the HD version might just take the cake. I did play Tropical Freeze on the channel, so like... I'm gonna have to play DKC Returns at some point, right? And they even added Dixie to that game, which... the game was absolutely not designed around her, so... she's basically just an easy mode. Yeah, Outlander, I did not play Bonanza on stream. I do have Bonanza, and I've played basically the tutorial level for it, and then a little bit more. And it's alright. I don't absolutely love what I've played of it. It's alright. And because of that lack of absolute love and the fact that I was busy with other things when it came out and I've really missed the boat at this point, I don't know that I'm gonna play it on stream. Playing a game that is a classic or playing a game that is brand new are both fine things, but playing a game that's like half a year old but also not, you know, a classic just feels a little awkward. It's in that awkward point or position, and yeah. Anyway, let's see what we get this time. Ah, Boostum Hyus.
I don't know whether you deserve this gem. Oh, all right. Jump into my barrel with your face on it to try out my prototype jet barrel. Take to the air if you can, but keep an eye on your crystal coconuts. as I'm afraid it's a bit thirsty. Press A to thrust, Z if you want to hover, and B to fire your pop guns. Amazing, huh?
Ah, Strongum Congus.
Listen up, DK. Jump into my barrel with your furry face on it, and you'll become temporarily invincible, depending on how long your crystal coconuts last.
Alright, Tiny has no coins at all, so she can't buy a move just yet. And we don't have anywhere for the 3 to connect to. There be another balloon. It bothers me that the tag barrel floats up and down, and so does its hitbox. So if you try and jump into it when it's at the apex of its little float, you end up missing it. The fact that it can float high enough that you can't reach it with a basic jump is just a minor annoyance that is super unnecessary. Oh, we could just get Tiny's coins here, huh? I don't know if it's required, but I have it in my head that the best way to get rid of claptraps is orange grenades. Clearly, it's not required. Ah, it does keep them from doing that, though. Problem is, you need to be at an appropriate range to actually nail them with the orange grenade. Oh boy, I'm getting flashbacks here. Specifically, flashbacks of going through rings following, I believe, an eagle. In specifically this area of this level, or maybe it's not this area of this level, but either way. Going in rings following a bird on the jetpacks. And for some reason, it was just one of the hardest bananas. And it feels like it shouldn't be. One of those things where it feels like, oh man, do I suck at this game? But no, I think it's just the controls for the jetpack are not ideal. And going through rings, I mean... Famously, going through rings is one of the hardest parts of a certain other N64 game that is not fondly remembered for being good. Bad news, Diddy dude. Afraid I'm still working on my next big thing. Okay, so Funky's just here so that Tiny can get a weapon without needing to leave the level. I spotted a ring to fly through over here, which something tells me... Oh, yeah, I 100% remember why it's difficult to do jetpack things. It's because it's got freaking Bubsy 3D turning controls. Ah, it's not an eagle, it's a buzzard. A vulture. And yes, I know it's pronounced vulture.
Ah, freedom! Thanks, Diddy. If you fancy a test of your flying skill, come see me at the jet bro.
Wow, I accidentally advanced the text box because I was trying not to lose altitude.
Hey, I can't fly any slower and you still can't keep up. We'll have to start again.
I didn't realize we had started to begin with.
Oh, here you are, Diddy. I thought you got lost. Follow me around the level and fly through all the rings I leave behind. If you want to win a prize.
I do want to win a prize. Ah, yes, and we've got this terrible, terrible, crazy taxi indicator that doesn't really help a whole lot. Okay, so far this ain't so bad, actually. But now that there's turns involved, it gets slightly worse.
Nice flying, Diddy. Now let's see what I can find you as a prize.
Wow, that wasn't bad at all. I should stop wasting my crystal coconuts. Flying around looking for stuff is not an efficient use.
Hello, Tiny.
Yeah, 5 golden bananas for everyone. Yeah, I get it. You don't gotta tell me every single time I swap to a new Kong that there are 5 golden bananas to find. I have the power of pattern recognition.
Okay, so that has to be flown to. Some additional bananas. Hooray, we got our banana medal. Though, of course, just getting the banana medal is not enough. In this house, we do not settle for anything less than 100 bananas. I was hoping there'd be ropes up there. That really knocks you back. And yeah, I could have taken the long way around. But that would be the long way around. There's a hole. And it makes metal sounds when I step on it. But it's a hole. Why does it make different sounds? I mean, clearly that's meant for Tiny. I don't... Oh, she gets up here because each of the levels is slightly... Or maybe it's not for Tiny. Or, no, that is Tiny's instrument, yeah. So yeah, it's for Tiny. And I 100% understand not being able to go through this game unmodded. Like, there's definitely parts that show their age. But I still love it. Let's go check out the 5-door temple over here. Because this is a world in which a remarkable number of structures are built with 5 doors. Because that's just the way you build things. Did I see... I did not see blue. Okay. At least I don't think I did. Not unless it's like circling the entire structure. Which it could be. So we've got 5 doors. None of them are open. Surely there is a way to open them. And that way is not going through the Troffenskopf portal. Almost slid into the sand there. That would have been bad. I guess we gotta try flying to the top. Really says something about this game that I have no way of telling whether what hit me was the sand or the explosion there. It's honestly kind of remarkable that an N64 game made a voice clip be what determines, or not what determines it, what tells you what to do in this specific instance. Like, these cartridges couldn't fit all that much data on them. To use a voice clip for anything is a conscious decision. There we go. Now the 5-door temple has its doors available. And have we been on top of here before? We sure have. That's right, I can use Z to hover in place, can't I? Telling me not to forget something that I already forgot. Okay, I put away the guns too quickly. Alright, so left was just for a coin. I hear an enemy to our left again. And we've already found the golden banana. There's one more for Diddy to find in this level. I know. Oh, that's right. It's time to get out. But I'm not gonna get out just yet. I don't remember what exactly happens if I fail to get out in time. Like, do I die? Or do I just get hit? I just get hit. Okay.
Get out.
Yeah, I'm getting out. That really wasn't much of a punishment. Yeah, there's a Diddy barrel back in the first area of this map. This level, rather. And that is where we need to go to get Diddy's last banana. You know what? We're here. We got coins.
I've perfected another of my potions, Tiny, and it's yours for just 3 coins. You won't get much farther without it. So I suggest you pay up.
Ah, Congum Smallus.
You can now use my special barrel with your face on it. Leap into one and prepare to be amazed as you change size. You'll only be able to remain like this while your supply of crystal coconuts lasts, though.
And Tiny can't... Yeah, she can't twirl her hair yet. Where was the Diddy barrel? It was on top of a tree. That tree. And that is Diddy's last banana for this level. With Diddy done, I suppose it's time to let someone else take over. And sure, I haven't turned it in yet, but Diddy is in fact done. Whether I turn it in or not, it can be turned in any level. I have gotten the other two. Where does it go? Ah, it does in fact go here. Tiny does not have a weapon yet, nor does she have her instrument. She needs both of these things. This particular sand pit is especially rude. Like, the rope is just far enough in that you gotta jump pretty close to the last second in order to reach it. And yet also, it's positioned such that, like, yeah, you need the rope. If you don't use the rope, ouch. But if you jump too late, ouch. And the rope's also really easy to miss because the camera angles don't quite behave such that you can easily line it up straight. Like, I want the camera to be on a direct line so that Tiny, the rope, and the entrance are all visibly on a line in the exact center of the screen so that holding straight up on the control stick can get me there. But it will not do that. How did I miss? Tiny? There you go. I should grab that. Really? It takes 5 orange grenades to get rid of them? I feel like it takes fewer hits if you're just rolling into them. those vests they got on are blast proof. Also, it feels like Tiny goes slower when she rolls. That's unfortunate. And now Tiny can do all of the things that she needs to be able to do here. So all the trees around this structure have bananas for Tiny. Which means I'm probably going to end up in the sand more than once. Camera, please. Why did the camera just decide to completely 180 there? I did not intentionally go through here. Wow, that really put us right on the edge, didn't it? Guess I'm not going to end up in the sand more than once going for these. The fact that Tiny's shots travel so much slower than everyone else's is kind of annoying. And we're gonna have to come back here after we get our banana camera. It looks like it doesn't matter which way we went, because they both lead to the same place. And yes, I do see the barrel and the holes that Tiny can go in while small. And I suppose I should go into them before I continue deeper into this place, so let's go do that.
This ability uses your crystal coconuts. Cancel the move by holding Z and pressing left C.
Which means we are not allowed to fire our weapon while Tiny. Tried to say tiny and small at the same time. Ended up with tall, which is the exact opposite of what we are while using that move. And this is just gonna be the banana fairy in here? Yep, sure is. And time to get out.
Get out.
You really have to wonder who said that and where they are aiming at us from. So, gotta keep 5-door temple tiny in the back of our minds. So that we know to go back for that banana fairy. Camera, please. I want to pan further to the left. Alright, I know there's something for Tiny over here. Take a look around before we jump in that barrel.
What do you think I am, an eagle? You're far too heavy for me, Tiny. What?
Okay, that is not how I was expecting to get to the top of this structure.
Hold on tight. Here we go, Bork.
Oh no.
Oh, it's only you, Tiny. Well, if you can beat me to the bottom of my slide and collect 50 coins, I suppose you can have my golden banana. Use the control stick to steer, push forward to speed up, and pull back to slow down. Press A to jump. Ready? Off we go then.
So this is one of those golden bananas where having the unleashed overclock makes things dramatically harder. Because the beetle's speed is based on the frame rate of the game. The game expects to be dropping frames here. But it won't be dropping so many frames with the unleashed overclock, and therefore, the beetle will be going faster than it was intended to. Thankfully, this isn't the especially hard beetle race, but it's still going to be harder than it was meant to be. Of course, it's not going to mean anything if I fail to even reach the end. Hey there, Baltazar. Outlander, it is not a lag reduction hack, it is... I'm having the Analogue 3D run with the unleashed overclock option. Because Analogue 3D does have overclocking options that you can use to run games faster. Unleashed makes it so that the CPU, the RAM, and the GPU are all overclocked. And so, yeah, it's just... It's running the N64 things better than original hardware could. Which, for some games, is purely a benefit. In other games, it's mostly a benefit. And in some games, it's not a benefit at all. In this game, it's mostly a benefit. There are only a few bananas where it actually affects things. This is one of them. And wow, I was not holding back hard enough. Yeah, this banana in this game is one of the ones where the overclock actually harms us. But there's a reason that I'm running with the overclock in this game, and it's because we would not be getting nearly as solid a 30 FPS if I wasn't. DK64 is quite a laggy game, to the point where speedruns have lag reduction strats baked in. Like, during the first boss fight, they'll spend as much time as possible staring at a wall instead of looking at the actual boss, because there's less lag if there are fewer polygons on screen. So yeah, we get a better experience for most of the game, and in exchange, a few bananas are going to be harder. When I know they're coming, I can actually quit the game, turn off the overclock, and reload. And that will... Tiny, why do you have to be so slow? Good question, Baltazar. I'll have to check and see if R makes for tighter turns. If it does, then that'll at least let me keep my speed at the end there. The answer appears to be it makes no difference. The thing is, the Beetle Race bananas were already among the harder ones in the base game, so making them even harder with the overclock is definitely not ideal. But if I can do it, it's fine. I fully expect that it is doable here. The second Beetle Race might not be. I remember that being like the hardest banana in the game, at least for my elementary school self. I need to basically... Again, I need to not fall off the end there, but whenever possible, I need to be holding up to speed up. Because otherwise the beetle's just gonna overtake me during the running section at the end, because Tiny is too slow. Yeah, Beetle Race number 2, I remember that taking me like a dozen tries back in the day. And that was on stock hardware without the overclock making it harder. But also I was an elementary school kid back then. So my skill at games was lower. Okay, I need to remember when that is coming up, because slowing down after I see the gap is too late. Hitting the beetle early is not helpful, losing 3 coins. Thankfully, there are more than enough coins, though needing to get an extra 3 during the slide isn't great because it means that I have to go slower on the slide itself. And this side doesn't even have coins. Okay, so there's this big spiral here. Then when the big spiral's done, we do like one more turn. And then it's time for the slow spiral. And then we have nowhere near enough coins. Missed 2 coins on the slide, but I didn't lose 3 coins to hitting the beetle. This time we're going on the side that does have coins. This spiral does have coins on it, so going a little slow is required if I want to get them, unfortunately. And we go here, and a slow turn, and I wasn't going slow enough. I wasn't holding back. I was holding back left. Except more close to left than to back, and therefore I went over the edge because games just like that. I really wish Tiny... Dang it. I really wish Tiny had an option for moving faster on the ground. Well, that's... I'm going up the slide. There we go. Fixed. Alright, trying again. I know this is doable. Not when I send myself careening off the very first edge that I can, though. It's not doable then. But hey, careening is a good word. It's not often you get to use it. And any day you get to use a good word can be argued to be a good day. Okay, we've got our early lead. Missed some coins, but there's plenty enough to make up for it. Left. Relatively slow spiral, which we need to go slow on to get coins, because otherwise we miss out on too many. Then we speed up a little, but then we slow down and... Okay, holding back left just isn't enough there. I think we do have to hold straight back and just let the slide itself turn us, maybe? Gotten past there twice, which isn't enough. I need to up my reliability. Not doing so hot on coins. And no, holding straight back is not enough. We do need back left. That's just I need to be slower before we even get to it. That's what it is. That's what it is. And this is the first slide like this in the whole game. Like, Mario 64's got 3 such slides. Ain't none of them got anything on this one. But then again, I think the developers of this game kind of took that into account. They knew basically everyone who played this game would have already played Mario 64 and would be coming to this game looking for more. And so, we get this game as it is. Okay. I think we got it. I think we got it.
You're better than I thought, Tiny. Here's your prize.
All right, never doing that again. So, what else can Tiny do? Like, she's clearly missing half of her bananas here, as well as a good handful of golden bananas, but is there anything else that she has access to right now? We already went in the 5-door temple. We already went up there. We already went in the tunnel in the middle. Do we have her blueprint? I think we got her blueprint. Yeah, we did get her blueprint. Yeah, you folks are right. The answer is probably not that I'm never doing that again, but rather that I'm never doing it again on this save file. I probably will end up doing it at least one more time in my life. So what is that structure? Right, that's DKs. Or rather, donkeys. Because Diddy Kong is also a DK now, isn't he? So I don't know that Tiny actually has anything else she can really accomplish just yet. Not before we unlock more of this stage. So I think what we gotta do is we gotta donkey it up. Has Tiny been in here yet? No, she hasn't. So that's what Tiny can still do. I mean, I guess technically she has been in here. It's where we found her. Ah, Tiny's slide kick is in fact a way of going maybe slightly faster on the ground. That's the triangle. That's not for Tiny. What can Tiny do in here? She can get small. And I believe in the water there was a place that only a small Kong could go. So that will have to be our goal. Yeah, actually, the slide kick doesn't really seem that much faster. Not there. There. I've missed a banana. But only the one. I cannot unsmallify in here. What? At least we're not using our crystal bananas in here, but what do you want from me, game? I can defeat these, but then another one spawns immediately. Why? Is this just try and beat them all? Or is there a specific target? There's a specific target, okay. Which I guess is try to beat them all. So now we got that. Could have used a little bit more feedback as to whether we were actually doing something right. Right. I believe there was more stuff for Tiny through here. In one of these paths. There were coins, but I believe it was a lanky button. Yep. There's her banana medal. But that is not an additional banana. So whatever banana she is missing, and whatever 25 other bananas she's missing, I don't know that we have the ability to get them just yet. I think we might have to unlock more of the level, which will require Donkey to do donkey things, probably. Which, hey, Donkey's hardly done anything in this level so far. Dude deserves a chance. Yeah, Balthazar, Tiny is at 4 out of 5 bananas, and I'm not surprised that one of them is at the Llama Temple, because that is one of the places that I have not yet unlocked in this level. because Donkey has to unlock it and I haven't had him do much. Nice miss. At least all missing loses us is time.
Oh, thank you. All I've got is this old banana. Take it. I'm off for home.
That is a gold banana, not an old banana. Silly llama. And now a bunch of Kongs have received additional options. But looks like Diddy hasn't gotten any new options. I believe he's still missing some standard bananas. Wait, did Donkey get anything? We got Lanky, we got Tiny. We only got Lanky and Tiny. I mean, Donkey did get access to a gold banana. Or an old banana, depending who you ask. Congrats, Donkey. You now have one banana in this level. I was in the jump animation. Like, my feet left the ground. DK made the I'm jumping now noise. And the sand still freaking reached up and grabbed him. Talk about rude. Yep, uses crystal coconuts, I know. It still uses my crystal coconuts when I'm in the playing an instrument animation. That's rude. But I suppose it's my fault for playing an instrument while I was in the invulnerability state. I will say, the burning sand in Gobi's Valley was a lot less aggressive than the sand we find here. Oh. Forgot that we also get Lanky in this level.
Who's there? Can you come in here and give me a hand?
Quite possibly the most watery lava I've ever seen in a Nintendo 64 game. Wait, there's donkey bananas in here. So Donkey must be able to get in here. That's a donkey instrument platform. But there was no donkey target to get in here. Which means there must be a tag barrel, right? There is a tag barrel, and there's also a banana port pad. Okay. So I had to be Tiny to get in, but Donkey to unlock the ability to get Tiny in, and then Donkey again to do things in here. Donkey, please drop from... There we go. And there's another banana fairy in here. Also, there's more tiny bananas. I've changed to Donkey too early. Oh well. Wait a sec. This temple has its own banana port pads? That are separate from the ones outside. Oh, so that's a tiny balloon. So Tiny does have things to do in here. This is where we came in. Okay. That started turning into water before the spit even landed in it. Also, dang. Llama spit so cold it turns watery lava into watery water. How many times is that claptrap gonna hit us before we can actually proceed? Just the once. Why do these steps have to be ever so slightly too tall to standard jump up? Well, that was an interesting interaction. What's up here? A lanky instrument pad. And there we go, Lanky rescued.
Cool move, DK. I gotta get some fresh air. I'll help you by collecting blue bananas. Come and find me in the tag barrel.
And we're gonna have to come back in here as Lanky because he's got balloons to pop. But we also need to get him his weapon first. let's do the things that only Tiny can do in here. Too far to see the balloon. Oh, there's a banana up there, a barrel up there. Where's the balloon? Do I have to be, like, on the llama's platform to see it? Oh, no, there it is. One shot. And there were no tiny coins or anything around here. Nope. No Lanky coins either, which is kind of sad. Lanky's gonna need a bunch of coins. And now let us become tinier. And then head in here. What do we got? We've got the blue Crusher, but we've also got a warp pad, so easy enough to get to him without needing to ensmallify again. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit annoying. If we had Tiny's hair twirl, this wouldn't be annoying at all. It's eminently doable without it. But Tiny's hair twirl makes platforming so much easier. To the point where she starts feeling like a full character once we actually have it. Cool, nice miss. Right, they're called Kasplats, not Crushes. Crusha is the unlockable multiplayer guy. Now Tiny's got all of her standard bananas and is about to get her last gold banana. So Tiny is going to be the first one to be fully done in Angry Aztec. Camera, please. Thank you. Dang it. Alright, so that's Tiny accounted for. Let's see if I can get back without dying. I did, in fact, get back without dying. And now, let's grab these.
Okay.
I don't know when the game auto-saves either. I didn't even remember that manually saving was a thing to do in this game, if we're being honest. But hey, we have manually saved now. Not gonna do everything as Lanky here right now, just gonna get his blueprint. There's nothing else for Lanky in here? Correct. Now, if there were Lanky coins to grab, I might stay Lanky for a bit. But as far as I'm aware, it's just bananas. The noise Lanky makes when you do his high jump, which I am about to do just to show it, is one of those noises that has never once left my head. Just a whoa, whoa. How's Diddy doing on? Yeah, he needs 10 more bananas. And he needs to turn in his blueprint, but that's it. Where on earth would there be 10 more Diddy bananas? I don't know. What I do know is Donkey needs a lot more, and we do need to start finding coins as Lanky so that he can actually get the things that he needs to be able to do more things. But we know Donkey opened up a pathway that Donkey can take. There's Lanky coins right outside Funky's. Why didn't you tell Lanky there were 5 golden bananas for him to find when we were in the Llama Temple? Well, time to get our grape shooter. I didn't expect that to be its actual full official legal name. Grape shooter. I was expecting like grape blowgun or something. I just said grape shooter because it's easy to say. And it shoots grapes. Donkey hasn't gone in the 5-door temple yet. But also there has to be a donkey barrel somewhere around here. Right, it's like up on that platform. Over there. I wish orange grenades could be launched at a slightly lower angle so that it was easier to hit enemies that are closer. This isn't a donkey barrel, it's a tag barrel. We need a donkey barrel. So we can get in. Oh, it's right here. That's a red balloon. So now we know where the last 10 Diddy bananas are. So he's got to fly in here and shoot that. Meanwhile, Donkey gets to do this.
Welcome to bonus stage.
I love welcome to bonus stage. Okay, so we gotta sneak. It's not really that sneaky. We just gotta not get in the light. This was a dead end. Cool, I've taken both wrong paths that it is possible to take so far. But we still made it with plenty of time. Okay, so Donkey's remaining bananas are the 5-door temple. Oh, maybe Diddy doesn't have to fly in here. The 5-door temple and turning in the blueprint. So I guess let's take Donkey to the 5-door temple. I do appreciate that thus far, nobody has had to rely on Chunky to get any permanent collectible on the first visit to a stage. Though having a couple banana fairies that we can't take pictures of yet is mildly annoying. It's one of the fun parts about the orange grenades is they have very slight homing capabilities. Like, they will curve their trajectory slightly to the left or right in order to hit a target. I said orange grenades. I meant the crystal coconuts. The things that were behind those guys. I did use an orange grenade, though, so I was still right. Ha ha! Apparently, Donkey does not have any bonus goodies to find, just ammunition and the gold banana, depending on which path we take.
Get out.
I'm getting out. Cool your jets. Alright, so that's Donkey done, other than turning in a blueprint, which he can do anywhere there is a blueprint turn-in. If Lanky goes... Excuse me. If Lanky goes to the Seven-Door Temple right now, I think he can, in fact, accomplish everything he needs to accomplish there. I think all we need is the grape shooter. I hope we don't need his instrument or his balloon ability in order to accomplish things here. Right, Tiny needed the ability to become tiny in order to accomplish all of her things in here, so... maybe Lanky does need his balloon ability here. Speaking of balloons, where'd it go? There was one here just now, but it's gone. There it is. That is one annoying balloon path. Though I do like the sounds that the grapes make when they splat on things. Honestly, all of the guns in this game have very satisfying noises. So off to the right, there's something using grenades. So there's crystal coconuts around here.
Welcome to bonus
Oh,
day.
big bug bash. This is one of those ones that can be challenging or can be really easy, just depending on how the game likes you. I remember getting like a really good score on one of these once. Well, hey, it took us a while to get our first, but the rest fell in pretty quick. Oh, but now it's gonna be time to get out. But not if I don't grab that first. So, let's see here. Just orange grenades this way.
Get out.
Okay, 5-door temple is done with everyone we have. I still need Lanky to get more coins so that he can buy a move and an instrument. Where can I get Lanky more coins? Might as well turn in his blueprint. And here, the foot kicks an orange into a bucket to make bananas. Instead of us using the fan to have the boat hit a button. Seeing any further Lanky coins over here. Unless they were sneakily hidden behind. They were not. Right, I need to have Diddy get his last bananas. That's Diddy done. Like done. And Tiny was done, right? Yep. Donkey just needs to turn in a blueprint. Diddy just needs to turn in a blueprint. And Lanky needs to get 79 bananas and 3 golden bananas. And 2 moves. So yeah, Lanky is the priority here. Because he's the only one who has actual things to do. What's number 3 take us to again? Ah, Cranky's Lab, which has Lanky's coins. And there we go. We've got enough coins to afford the things. Hooray. Palmas Walkum. I thought we were going to get our balloon floaty move. Not Palmas Walkum. Well, Palmas Walkum is fine. Admittedly, perhaps not the wisest to use a move that makes us walk around, I believe, slightly faster on this super thin path that the camera doesn't really help with. And yeah, Outlander, this game, it's not nearly as bad as a lot of people call it. Like, yes, it's got things that are not ideal. It is not a perfect game. But, like, the collectibles are spaced out in a reasonable way. Like, it's pretty rare that you find items that are too far out of the way for one Kong or another. There's donkey coins here. I'm gonna want those. And like, they mostly put the collectibles in places that make sense. Like, they're rarely hidden in places that you wouldn't ever think to look or anything. If you treat this game fairly, like, there's still a lot to critique about it, but it's a good game. Like, there's a lot to like. Except for how aggressive this sand is at reaching up and grabbing you. And you also have to remember that I am not playing this as a child right now. Most people who remember this game remember playing it as children. It is a very different game when played as a child. Because it turns out children kinda suck at video games. More lanky coins. I want that. Okay. Right. Chunky is the triangle. I'm a fool. I just played my trombone for nothing. Now here's a quick question. When we're given our instruments, we are told that they will deafen most Kremlings. Playing an instrument next to a Kremling kills them. Does that mean that this game says that being deaf is the same as being dead? And if so, that's ableist. Something tells me they weren't thinking that hard about it, though. Wasn't there lanky balloons in here? No, there were lanky balloons in the place where we got lanky, not the place where we got tiny. But there are lanky bananas here, as well as a lanky button. Which I believe is going to drain the water in specifically this room. Do I believe wrong? I believe wrong. Why was there a bird inside of that? And everyone knows that when you hit a bird with a grape, it becomes smaller. Unfortunately, when it's smaller, it's also slower, so when it goes somewhere where you cannot possibly reach it, it takes longer to get back to where you can reach it. Did the water stop existing? It did, but then it existed again, and then it drained. Okay. Just like how water is known to work. Incidentally, having lanky means that B locker might as well not exist anymore. We can get into any level as long as we've got its entrance open. Doesn't matter how many golden bananas we have. But I will say I'm always going to have enough golden bananas to get into any level because I don't like moving on while there are still bananas that I can grab. Also, wow, those arenas are loud. Like, the rest of the game is already pretty loud. But those arenas especially, that was almost painful. I wonder if they don't respect our volume settings. Okay, we don't have no pineapple shooter. I think it's time to go back into the llama temple. So if we don't have the balloon ability, how are we supposed to get up to that? Is that just not for the first visit? I guess. Maybe there is something that we just can't get on our first trip to a place. Anyway, there were 2 balloons in here. I'm running low on ammo. Okay, so that balloon gets to here, but I need to actually time my shot, right? Alright, now I gotta get the one that takes a longer trip, and looks like if we wait for it to get right about here, we'll have our best shot at it. There we go. Oh, hey, plenty of ammo. I really wish the game would respect my camera distance settings instead of always changing it back to the closest setting every time I change Kongs or load into a new area. I want the camera to be as far out as possible all the time. The game is very proud of me for defeating those 2 Kremlings. Now, is this a memory game? Yes, it is. I remember this memory game. So we shoot them, and they make a sound. Now the question is, does the color also... The color does correspond to the sound. They're just more than 2 of any given color. Wait. Honk. Burp. Nice. I am getting lucky. Toot toot. Whistle. Fart. So, I only got 2 wrong that entire time. Which, again, helped along by the fact that, you can't... or that you can make educated guesses thanks to the color coding. So... that banana there. How do I get? I know I have to get that banana fairly. Right, isn't there a lanky instrument thing here? There is. Ah. The snakes are going to kiss. Smooch.
comes a bonus
Ooh, this
stage.
one. Keep the turtles spinning by feeding the snakes melons. As you do. Okay, so... this one can be a lot easier or harder depending on your strategy. Like if you wait for them to say help every time, then you're gonna have a much harder time. But if you just are constantly firing, then you are rarely going to end up dropping it. And of course, they only give us 5 shots, so we have to reload before we can hit all 6 on any given pass. Okay, so that's Lanky done with gold bananas, but we're still missing 25 regular bananas. Where would those be hiding? It wouldn't surprise me one bit if they were hiding in 2 balloons and 1 bunch. And right, there's no bananas in here. It was just the Kasplat. So I think Lanky is done in here. I cannot for the life of me think where his extra 25 bananas might live. Maybe on top of some trees. Have we climbed trees since we got them? We haven't. They're on top of trees. But notably, they are not on top of trees that have vines. Is there gonna be a bunch on top of this tree? No, because this tree has vines. Vines that take us somewhere that I haven't even gone yet. What? What's this about? This is where the bird was locked before I freed him, but apparently he's stuck there again? Is he only free for Diddy? Cool. Love it when my oranges go over the enemy that I'm trying to get. Okay, we have 10 more bananas to find as Lanky. There's 5 of them. And then we've just got a couple donkey coins to get and the boss of this level to do. And then we will have successfully finished 2 levels with the Kongs that we were able to get on our first visit to said levels. There we go. And now we want to go to 3. Tag in donkey. Go get coins. Seriously, the sand just reaches out and grabs you. Banjo-Kazooie's sand was much less aggressive. I swear. This isn't the direction to DK's coins. Ow. Alright, so now we just gotta go find a boss portal, which I believe there is one near Funky. I think here we get stuck as Diddy, but we'll find out. Scoff ain't even trying. Or, sorry, Trough ain't even trying. There's no way he can't reach that from where he is right now. And since I'm assuming we're gonna get stuck with Diddy for this boss, I'm gonna just be Diddy from here. Yep, it is a Diddy boss. This one's, I believe, called Dragodon. Or no, it's like Dogadon or something. Hey, little buddy. And it's Diddy's fault we have to fight the big one. Yeah, Diddy, maybe you don't just kill everything you find, huh? Game, excuse me? Why did that not hit it? How both bosses we have faced so far have been a case of dodge fireballs until you are able to throw an exploding barrel at the boss, then throw the exploding barrel at the boss. That is not going to be the case for every boss in the game, but for the first two, it is. Get out of here. And yeah, we could still turn in blueprints for bananas, but I don't have time for that right now. I actually want to just go turn in the key to K Lumsey and then call it a stream is what I want to do. Camera, please. Redmond says he doesn't have time for things and then does something that takes time. Where is Diddy Barrel? Do we have to use Tiny to reveal it? Okay, that didn't reveal the Diddy Barrel. What did it reveal? Question mark. Oh, a chunky barrel, of course. Maybe we use Hunky Chunky to bust that down, and there's a Diddy Barrel inside there? Maybe. All right, Lumsey. I got another key for you. Alright, so that is going to be it for this stream. Join us next time when we're going to go visit that island and get ourselves a camera. See you then, friends. And next time is going to be on Tuesday. So yeah, Tuesday. Banana camera, exploring jungle japes with Lanky and Tiny, then going to new places. Is that okay with you guys?
Okay.
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 Okay already.
Okay.
I said okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Tuesday. See you then, friends.